What's up, Christine?
What's up? Did you like how I played that song that you like?
Yeah, no, I think that we're gonna start to. I want some intro songs, okay? While everyone rolls in the first 5 minutes, because I got some songs, um, and I really love when you guys played the other one. So like on the other song, so it's kind of
Yeah.
fun. I used to
So
like
it's
not
gonna
really
be
be
your
into music.
whatever your vibe is, you're like, this is my
Yeah,
entry song.
yeah. It's like Tyson Fury, which we're gonna talk about. We're gonna pin it up there, and yeah, like a wrestler or a fighter coming into the ring. It's got to be an entry song. So let's go from there. So yeah, do you have that pinned, or how do I do that? I'm gonna leave that.
I'll do it for you. Did you
Yeah,
you tweeted it, right?
yeah. I tweeted it and I tagged
Okay,
you guys. So
cool. So I'll pin that right now.
okay, cool. Wow, we got some requests already. Yeah, hold up, guys. Just chill on the request for a minute. Yeah, I got. Unless you're gonna mute your mic, I can bring you up, but we don't need any too many people jumping in. So I'll let you up, but if you talk too early, I'll bring you down. So yeah, we'll bring you up now. Just mute your mic, please.
Hey Rue. He's
What up?
probably
What
working
up?
on his projects.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
What do you got going on?
Man, right now I'm building my crypto project,
Well,
and
yeah. So
yeah,
go ahead.
no, I'm listening.
No, it's crypto. I'm just like we're gonna talk. I joked about the SHIB. We'll talk about SHIB. I'm like literally
Matt's getting
crying.
FOMO
I'm
on
crying
crypto,
like
Rue.
because I'm not liquid right now. I'm just sitting here with all my CEs, my yields, my stop signs, and like just literally sitting on my hands. Like I'm watching shows. I go to the gym. I take my dog out. Like I might just start like arts and crafts or something. I might start painting or something. Because OTC is just like dead, and I haven't dove into that yet. So I respect everyone. Like I loved Stock Talks on Sunday. He nails it, guys. You guys,
Yeah.
we all have to be ready to jump on anything, right?
Yeah,
Crypto, memes, and like we're in a time now where it's not just stocks, and seriously, stocks don't just give their value. You can't just buy a stock and think that because the numbers, the financials work out, that we're all going to make money. Because sometimes people are going to sell that shit and run to the SHIB and run to the Doge and run to the NFTs, the next hot thing. So I have to be more aware of that. I have to be more liquid for that. So I'm a big all in my OTCs, but OTC seems to have a lot of money flowing away from it. So I think
no,
we
that's
all have to
facts.
be there. Like, yeah,
I think it's just sentiment right now. Shit just made sense at the time. It was just perfect timing with the state of the markets, like everything right now, and the access that Ship had, in numerous different platforms, and it was just bound to blow up. Like it was just expected.
yeah. I actually saw something today, dude. I think that's why like the big thing was gold and silver. Like
Oh
people are
yeah,
they're accepting
they're
gold and
now
silver
accepting Ship.
today. Yeah. So that's like they're obviously making moves in the back end. So I think that's when a token or a coin can really rise is when they're making efforts outside of it. That's pretty big.
Hi,
So
doll.
what's up, Dal?
Hey.
Hey, isn't it so weird hearing Matt every freaking week, guys? Like, so let's talk about the NFTs you guys were saying. Oh, what about the crypto? We're like, dude, this
Dude,
it's
is so
it's
crazy.
new
when
to
I
me.
seen the West Coast NFT profile, I was like, "Oh shit, we done got Matt. He's
It's
Dude,
an NFT
yeah.
coming.
guru now."
Freaking
It's
hilarious.
coming. It's gonna come. But like I said, yeah, it's for me. What I tell my followers, and we're like, I believe, and Tyson and all the things. Is sometimes you just gotta when you're not ready for it all. I'm learning charts right now. There's just a lot under one umbrella that if you spread yourself too thin, and others have talked about it, Stock Talk did as well. You're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna make decisions that you don't know. You're going to make impulse decisions or bad decisions. I'm a big believer. I don't invest or I don't do anything in life unless I've, almost, perfected it. I will train, I will learn it, and I won't dive in. And OTC was different. OTC is a big thing of making mistakes, learning from them, minimizing them, and then capitalizing on what you've learned. And that's so true. So I just don't want to do that with crypto. I don't want to buy and I'm a substance guy. I'm like I want to go in with size. So I'm like thinking in my head, okay, Matt, if you would have saw SHIB at 0.0002 or whatever it was when you first saw it, and dumped a half a million in there or something, where would it be at? And that I'm a go big or go home, and that's people chirp me being a gambler, um, and sure, guys, OTC is a gamble, so that's why I've made my success, right? I'm very risk tolerant, like averse, sorry. I will go big, and that's what I do. And if I can't go big, I don't get the thrill out of it. I don't get the dopamine hit. So putting in XYZ doesn't do it for me. So when I perfect it, when I can master it and I understand it, then I will go size. So, but I am so happy for everyone on SHIB, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, I love the movement. I was looking at one thing. It was 85% buys today, and 15% sells. So it's a movement. It's a hold. It's a hodl, and you go.
Well,
So I'm so happy.
what I see coming from this, and it happened last time. When SHIB rocketed like this up, and I think the same thing happened with Doge. But with this
I
Sorry, go
think
ahead, Rue.
oh, my
No,
he accidentally
bad.
muted
so
us.
yeah, the requests were
Matt,
coming in, and I
Matt,
went to
like, man,
mute.
all right, man, enough of shit. I ain't trying to hear this shit
No,
anymore.
no, you talk, you talk.
No, I was just saying, this is good for the market. Just to keep it short, like, it's good for the market, with all this money being pumped out, and hopefully nothing like goes crazy and people lose money. But normally, this is gonna benefit everywhere else. Like the NFT market is gonna boom because this is what happened, based off the history when shit pumped like this last time. The NFT market went up immensely after that. But I just see that money moving everywhere else, and it's just benefiting the culture of retail and making us stronger. So even if you missed it, that money is gonna go somewhere
One,
else. It's
one
gonna,
hundred percent, Rue.
yeah.
I
So
love that.
I
I
don't see
love
this.
that
This is
mentality.
benefiting us regardless.
Oh, 100%. And that's the mentality we all need, guys. Like when there's the DWAC, DWAC runs, the big board runs, everyone, if we're all cheering for each other, guys, the hardest part, like, which we hear is learn to clap for others. Anytime someone's winning, don't bring that down.
Yep.
Let people make their money. If you missed it, cheer them on. Don't bash or be negative. The money will come back wherever. Worry about your play, do your thing, and if you're jealous, or you're seeing that jealousy come into you, then that means you need to get on your computer, Google some shit, work harder, learn it, and then invest in it, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm learning, and I'm getting into the next things, the cryptos and these meme stocks for yeah,
This
for
is
saying
so
that.
funny every time you say that.
The cryptos.
The cryptos.
The Matt crypto.
Yeah,
Crypto
but
Matt.
my biggest investment is MJWO, which is a blockchain platform. So it's got many avenues. So mining, and we just got heard on their merging conference that they're mining 576 bitcoins in the next little bit. So
Jeez.
that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, no, I appreciate everyone coming out today. Love it. So we posted Tyson Fury on the top there, guys. YouTube clips. I'm a big adversary for mental health, guys. I believe that a couple key things from that clip, and you'll see another one with Joe Rogan, is hit the gym, hit some fitness. Mental health is something that's really come to the forefront in the last few years, and even before that, but it's something that you can't see, right? Another great guy I've connected with is Soki 2.0. I think his post or his pinned tweet also is, picture of a lot of people that have, took their lives, celebrities, athletes. You can't see that shit on the surface. So please just remember the way you treat people, guys. Kindness, it goes a long way. You don't know what it's going to do for someone. So, and Tyson Fury, I didn't know his story behind this. So, guys, it's super amazing clips with him. And then there's another one I didn't pin. It's with Joe Rogan. The guy went through shit, and it's something that I've went through, where you don't give a shit what you do, what happens in life, what happens to you. At the end of the day, you either want to win and you want to do this, but then this light clicks in your head. It's like, what will it do to other people? So sometimes in your journey, you're blinded by what you're going to affect other people with. So continue with what you're doing, guys, and then listen to the clip below or above. We won't listen to it, but big takeaway from it, guys, is workouts and routine. And I believe this is huge for me in the market. So me coming from, I needed structure. I was a big guy that if I didn't have structure, working, a schedule, he talks about small goals, little goals, big goals. Make a daily, and there's been other spaces I think we've heard some people is even how small it is. Matthew McConaughey talks about it, which I love. Small goals during the day. It might be brushing your teeth, making your bed, doing that workout, vacuuming. Just make a checklist. When you start checking that shit off, it's just going to continually build your confidence. And whether you're dealing with mental health or not, it's a big thing. And then Tyson Fury also talks about, which is kind of, I'll relate to the market, is someone that doesn't deal with it, their graph, their chart might be, and he's talking about like life and your happiness. It might be steady little climb or flat. Someone with mental health or something is like my trading chart. It's up down, right? As I continually level up, and that's because of big moves, big decisions, holding long, learning from mistakes. So really love it, guys. Routine workouts. Listen to it above, please, if you can. And we got a lot of speakers coming up now. That's one part. And then filings. A couple people threw out some requests earlier that couldn't be here today. I'll touch on filings quickly. Guys, filings are so crucial in the OTC. Learn to go through them. Learn to find out the share structures, the debt, how much the insiders own. So CEOs, there could be 2 billion outstanding shares. There could be, and even the restricted guys. We know the restricted can a lot of times be insiders owned or note holders, but there's also sometimes common shares of the unrestricted owned. So if you go through that stuff, it can really give you a better understanding of what's going on with the ticker. Right? Dilution, we know it kills. But beyond that, you can see other things, business plans, business models, past models, who's involved. So I won't go into too much detail. I'll tell anyone to give me a DM. We can plan a call because I don't want to. We could talk about filings forever. I know Bimo was just on here. He's a big person that pushed filings. I believe Scalp It. He learned. So guys, reach out to people, and if you have questions, ask us, and we'll direct you or we'll try to help you because filings are super key. Especially in this market. So that's that. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Like I said, OTC doesn't have a ton of volume. There's not crazy runners right now. We're literally just waiting on, and we're not going to blame it on OTC markets. I don't know what kind of dungeon they're working in, but we'll see. There's a lot of yields to go pink. There is a lot of, CEs that I have that are not but I'm patient. Sit back, wait, let it happen. And like I said before, is clap for others, man. I'm gonna really make an effort to go liquid in the next couple of months with some of these when they pop. And I will be going after cryptos. I will be going after memes. I will be using my liquid to go in other directions. These big boards, because that's where money and it's big money that will come back to OTC or other plays, not always just OTC. And another thing though is I can't speak to it too much because I won't be there. But guys, DWAC hit 172, and it's at 62 or wherever it's kind of floating around now today. But that also is the reason why a lot of people are afraid. Do not chase the tops, and that's why charting and things come into play. And SHIB, for that matter, there's how many people said, oh 00004, I missed it. It's too late. Oh, 00006. I missed it. It's too late. Read the momentum, read the sentiment. It was all there. I just didn't have liquid to buy it. So it's going to be there. There's going to be another one. So continue to capitalize.
Matt, I did want to, and I'm sorry, Ship Militia. I just wanted to make this point. And I think we're so consumed. A lot of people are consumed in OTC, and they don't expose themselves to other markets and understand things that create sentiment and coins that give opportunities. Just like SafeMoon, for instance, it has a huge backing, and it's at its bottom right now. It hasn't moved like it did in the past, and they're uplisting to Binance very soon. So things like that, you just got to make yourself more aware. And again, like you said, get yourself more expanded and don't limit yourself to just one area. Because when it's down like this, you don't want to slow down that money flow. You want to be more versatile and move with the market. But yeah, go ahead, Ship Militia.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Christine. And OTC, thanks for hosting. I was just going to say the same sentiment is there within the SHIB community. I'm from the Reddit space, so the same sentiment's there. We're not really fighting each other. All crypto is good crypto. And sure, there are plays when certain cryptocurrencies and meme coins go a little higher, but it's a win for crypto in general. A lot of us were watching Dogecoin go in the rise a couple months ago, and we felt FOMO. But truth is, that paved the way for us, and vice versa. We're supporting each other. So, just wanted to say that I love you all. I love this group. Actually, I'm going to be joining quite often. Thank you for the positive sentiment. It's really appreciated.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And these girls have put on a great platform for myself, Rue, and Mr. Mindick. We love this. We're family now. And that's what I look at Fintuit as. And we'll speak about the little elephant in the horse or in the room with all that's going on with the SEC and stuff, guys. And I've got messages too. I just went on a blocking frenzy. I know who I am. I know what I do. I can't speak to anyone else what they do in the market, what their intentions were, what their groups were. But what you guys need to understand is, which we've preached previously, is, and I have, follow good people, trusted people. And I'm not saying anyone that's in trouble, whatever it was not. But guys, there's always a benefit to something out of somebody. But do not get into that, blaming this and that. They did their thing. But we are all in this together. Like we've said on Fintuit is the biggest advantage to stocks, crypto that ever could imagine. Like it has blown this sector up, all of these sectors, because we can all work together. Because if one wins, we all win. And there's not many sports industries in the world where we all win together, right? Normally there's a winner and there's a loser. And yes, there's going to be that in the stock market when there's a buyer and there's a seller. But when we all work together and we put out DD and we trust each other, just remember who you're following. So, and there's good people out there. So stop thinking the world's against you and stop thinking everyone's shit, because that's the saddest part is everyone thinks. And unfortunately, and I will say this right now, the people that say that are hurting. And I may DM them and say, hey, man, I hope you're well. I don't know what your anger is, but it's not on me. So I hope something that, and that's mental health. Again, what I spoke to about Tyson Fury, guys. Mental health, sadness, depression, whatever you're going through in life doesn't give you the right to project it against good people. So just remember that before you speak sometimes.
West Coast, can I
go
add
ahead
to that? I was just going to say, for those who feel like they missed out on anything, the upside for crypto in general, just as West Coast just said, the upside is huge. So yeah, you might have missed this little run, but don't worry, you're not late on anything. Like the fact that you're in this Twitter space and listening to these great people says a lot about the potential that you have. So don't feel like you missed anything. Your crypto is on the upside in general. Sure. And yeah, we went up a lot, but you're not going to be missing out on the overall picture. So don't worry about FOMO. You're good.
100%. And whether it's FOMO on a particular play, I've been preaching, and Christine, my team, everyone knows it. My biggest sector, what I'm so bullish on, no matter what, is blockchain. Every avenue of it, DeFi, FinTech, crypto, you name it, it is the future, guys. Web 3.0. So whatever avenue that you can invest in, guys, I believe it is the best sector currently to invest in, whether it's a coin, a token, a platform, a mining, Mara, Riot, you name it. It is the future, and that's what I believe is the best investment, and they're not going down. Coins can be very volatile, and that is why some, you need to be cautious, especially as a new investor, because coins can go down. You have to just be careful, but some coins are just going up. So thank you, Shib, man. All right, we will might as well just run the questions because we got a bunch coming here. So we'll go through a few of those, and then we'll speak a bit more after that. Alan's got his hand raised, which is polite, so I'll give him first, and then after that, we'll go in order from the rest that were in there. Go ahead, Alan. Me.
Hi guys. I'm late. I don't know what you guys have been talking about. But I just saw OTC and I joined the space. I was just wondering, what's your input again on on WSRC. They just got news that they're gonna be like they filed a S-1 to be uplisted to NASDAQ.
Yeah, so I did see that. I heard there was some other stuff they had going on prior. I like where their sector is. I actually read the PR today on WSCR. It was regarding some of their mining. So it had a big jump in their S1 to go to NASDAQ. So that's always going to hype up a market, period. I'm not invested in it personally. I don't know who is for sure invested, so I can't speak too much on it, but we'll see where that goes for sure. Thanks, Alan. Anyone else got any thought on that? And also, thanks, Shib, for all your positive words that he didn't say that. Anyone got on?
I'm not. Yeah. Doll, are you on it?
Hold on, I'll make a post about the WSRC uplist. Is that what you're asking? Like, do you want more information about the uplist?
I just wanted to know, like, what happens usually? Does this like sell off the next day after a 100% run?
I mean, you may see some pullback, but we don't know. I mean, it just depends on the volatility of the market. But if they have news like that, you may see a pullback, but I'm sure it'll rebound. But I'm gonna post this thing. I'm not sure if you've seen it about their assets because that's what moved it today. Their assets was announced, and I think it's what 47 million in assets. But that's what spiked up the price today, and obviously the uplist to Nasdaq. But as far as like a pullback, I mean, we can't guarantee that. We're not sure, but just make sure again to Matt's point. Just make sure you're charting it, and if you're satisfied with your gains, just be disciplined. Have a target, what you want, what gains satisfy you, and if you have conviction on a certain price target, then obviously you want to take gains on the way up. But if you have your conviction on this price target, then I would say stick to it as well. But that's the main things that moved it today. But for it to retrace tomorrow, most likely it may after a big run up like that. I'm sure people will take profits, but it may not. We're not sure. But make sure you pay attention to your charts.
Thank
Amazing,
you.
Rube. Yeah, Alan. So exactly, 47 mil. You look at market cap. It was at a 23 mil market cap before that news. Immediately, which the market did give it exactly what it deserved, it gave it 100% win today, which now puts the market cap at about 46, 47 million. So that's true value. OTC loves something quickly that's true value. So when a stock in the OTC will run off news, it will go to or beyond what that deal was, right? So MJWL, APT, I know there's other guys in there. Every time there's a big deal, we see a lot of these mergers, ICOA. The mergers come in and they give a valuation, right? It's 200 mil, it's 150 mil plus more. But what some aren't understanding is, and I blind it out for some of my long holds is once the OTC loses that hype, they'll buy it in. So today, people bought into WSRC, and whoever owned that before it ran today, if you did not take profits at the top today or any time today, then that may be a bad trade move for you, because it will retrace. It retraced, then it was strong. So it hopefully if the company delivers after that, then it could sustain what 14 cents it's at now. But that is the thing with the OTC, and what we all need to understand is that it's same with everything. It's hype, it's a story, it's momentum, and that's always a good thing. Everyone can make money on it, but if your goal is keeping a core, shave some on the runs, and then hold your core for the long run, because if you believe in the company and you believe where it's going, eventually, if it takes months or a year, that's where I'm okay with, right? I'm holding long for some. Is there others that I'm shaving very heavily because I believe it's a momentum play or a hype play? Yeah, and eventually will the fair value be be recognized for sure. But when that time is, we don't know. So yeah, I got a play like this, 100%, definitely. Hopefully, anyone that shaved prior shaved a bit, but that was a great news. So let's see what comes out of it. And I actually had this on my radar months ago. I think I played it once before, but yeah, play it from there. But it's about now after that 100% raise, it's going to be about equal to where that deal was, 47 million. So keep an eye on it, though. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Arthur. You there, Arthur? Woji, you ready to rock? When do you guys unmute your mic? Or else you just got to listen to me talk all night.
Sorry, hey man.
No
Sorry, I'm
worries,
driving my kids home. Hey man.
Hey, say hi to your kids for me, homie.
Hey, well, say hi to them. You're on the radio. We're all listening together.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, dude. You know what's awesome? So we're up a lot. The kids all put in 1,000 on Wogie a month ago. I'm sorry, on Shib, and dude, we're up a lot. We're 5 figures now, and the kids are ecstatic. Yes, and dude, I mean, I love everything you do. Everybody's great with the community. You gotta love that, and so I think it's a great environment for the kids to be in, and to perpetuate that to the next generation. But what happened to Coinbase, dude? Down 2 times today. Is this thing really toxic for the exchanges, or what?
No, it's the volume.
Yeah, it might have been because of my one person who I'm really going to connect with, which I love his spaces, guys, and we all know that Stock Talk just came in. Thank you very much. It might have been because Stock Talk, where Shib broke Coinbase apparently today, guys. So
twice.
Yeah, so I don't know fully the details, so I won't speak to that. But yeah, things go up, things go down, and maybe that was because of it. It going down a couple times today. So I can't speak to that though. But I'm so happy for you and your family that you guys nailed the Shib, man. Good for you.
Thank you. The second time it went down today, I think I read an article right before that said smart wallets started to join the whole Shib race, and that's when you really started to see it move through the 6s and 7s and almost the 8s, faster than anything.
Yeah, I know it moved fast today. I'm not gonna lie. If I had liquid, I would have bought in, but I've been guilty of sometimes not having liquid, so I'm sitting patiently on my hands with some of my plays. But I'm so happy for everyone with Shib. I know Stock Talk and a lot of my close Twitter friends have pushed it, and man, it's amazing to see some of these things, man, because it's changing lives.
It is.
If anyone doesn't clap for others, don't ever let them bring you down, because the money will come back. So thank you very much, and hey, thanks for calling in with your family.
Thank you, Matt. Say thank you, Matt. Come on. All right, guys. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. And I do love Woji and Moni. I'm a big fan of that. I used to be a big investor in those. So,
dude, I've had Woji since 0003.
I had it in low dubs. I had it in low dubs, and I flipped most of it out at 3. So, and like I said, everyone, you can't win them all. I had JPEX. I had 8 figures, sub penny. So, there they go. So no, you can't win them all, guys, and there's too many. So thanks for the support, my man. And Arthur, come back up. Okay, cheers.
All right, bye bye.
No worries. Arthur, yeah, sorry, come back up, man. I didn't get you there. Request again. Go ahead, Notorious. You can jump on. When are you guys? If not, I'll just keep talking. I like to talk. Also, man, it's remember, guys, there's so many people doing, and I've seen it too with Gerdevan and Stock Talk. Like, there's spaces going on every day. There's SPAC Trader did one the other night. I know Kanye and others do it. Continue to learn, guys. Continue to take the time to jump in these spaces. Sundays, there's cryptos, there with Rue, there's NFTs with the girls and everyone, Maddie. There's endless, elements to keep learning. And one thing I took and I'll say it because again, Christine and them know I'm fanboy, and I absolutely love Sunday Stock Talk spaces with him. He laid everything down perfectly. A guy with super intelligence, went away from, a career of six figures, heavy six figures, to go into stocks. Something like I did. This is a career that we can all really change lives and people around us. And if you put the time and work in, it's endless. The fruits that we can have. There's no limit. There's no ceiling. And it's amazing. When people are sharing their knowledge, you don't get many careers where you work together for one's benefit. When like we said, when one wins, we all win. When we all share. So this is stuff I really can't emphasize enough, guys. Continue to just be kind, reach out, ask questions, soak in these spaces that people put on daily, weekly. And if you're going through stuff, again, listen to Tyson Fury, guys. Hit the gym, go for a run, hug your fucking dogs. I do it all the time when I'm having down days. So when you're mentally, there, when you're ready, you can just keep crushing this because there's so many opportunities. So I really appreciate the support. And go ahead. I don't know. You have no name there, man. Just unmute your mic. You can go for it. Whatever that picture is, either.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's the
man.
cat, man. Yeah, it's the
The
cat.
cat.
Yeah,
I
it's the
thought that
cat.
was a poop, a cat poo or something. It's
Oh
shaped like a
Nah,
poop.
like my girlfriend does she has like this little photo stand for like her Etsy stuff, and like the cat
okay.
was coming through the hole.
Oh, my dog just barked. He's about to take your cat head off. My dog doesn't like cats. No. Go ahead, man.
Oh nah, so I was just gonna ask like how do you guys feel about like well I have like two. Like one's a OTC stock like PRDL, and then like the other one's a crypto, which is Kishu or KISHU. So like how do you like determine which stocks or like which cryptos, like if you don't hear any news about them? So like PRDL, like they've been stuck around like the same price range for a long time. So like do you just like, how do you know like when to dump or like when to buy in for those stocks that are like stuck in that same price range for like a couple of weeks or a couple of months?
Yeah. So I'm quick. So when I'm on here, I'm always looking up plays for anyone that wants to ask. Right now, PRDL I'm looking at. It's got an 8.5 bill float, or OS, sorry. So already bigger than my liking. In the OTC, I've spoken about this before, guys. Floats matter, guys. MMs own this shit. They can control it if there's no volume. And like you just said, where's the catalyst? Do you know a catalyst coming? So 4 billion is owned restricted. If I quickly look, so you got 4.3 in the unrestricted. So the float is 4.3 billion. And insiders or note holders own 4 billion. So I won't dive too deep because we don't have time, but it's 0029. You have to ask yourself, you have to go into these filings and look who owns those 4.1 billion in the restricted.
Mm.
Is there notes? What is the catalyst? Like what? So that is the thing, is it's pink current, right? OTC likes a story. OTC wants a story to build it up, especially an 002 ticker. If they have a story, if they have a catalyst coming, it could run. But I believe that a lot of people and good traders are shying away, and it's maxed out. The AS is only 9 billion, so they can't dilute much more, but it's still a really big float for OTC right now. And if they don't have a story, if it's been around for a while, I'm not familiar with it. I'm just kind of going on OTC markets, guys, which is your best legend. It's your best go-to to quickly DD a play. But you have to
Mm.
ask yourself, go to the news, go to the disclosures. What's the catalyst? What's the sector? So they are
It's a
property
Frank Aguilar.
development.
It's a
Is it a
custodianship. Frank Aguilar.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's Frank. Yeah, I see him there. Yeah. Okay, so it's another custo. Then you got to ask yourself. So the price is right, but Frank's got about 8 other tickers that are about 1.5 bill, 1.4 bill. So those are like JPEX, OCLG, ILS. He's got many others. So it might be sitting on the back burner because of the share structure. So my brutal honesty is just make sure you see what's going on there. And if he's got 5 other tickers that are pink or even yields that are ready to begin custos, I think a company that's going to bring a merger or a reverse merger in is going to be much likely to go into a lesser OS than this one. And that's just my brutal honesty.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been preaching that for many, many months, guys. You know, I've been guilty of playing some other bigger fat ones, but at this time now, you have to really look at the share structures because over a couple billion really has a struggle time to really rise up. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
And
crypto, you'd have to ask to ruin the girls. Like I said, I speak on it, but I don't know it too well. So you can
Rue
ask them on
probably
that
would
one.
know. Rue, you know this one?
Huh? What happened? I
Which
missed it.
coin are
the
you?
Kishu stock. Kishu, Kishu.
Oh yeah, yeah. Kishu
Oh,
was moving, man.
Vito?
It's a shit coin. I mean, just another very, very. It's like
Yeah.
the lowest one out of all the dogs right now that are hyped up right now.
Yeah.
It can pull. What are you asking about it? Like,
So like
what do you-
since I've been looking at it, it's been like around in that same like sevens range. So like I was trying to figure out like is it worth buying now, or like is it worth like waiting until after SHIB's like popular phase is already done?
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, sometimes depending on how to, because right now most of the liquidity is going into SHIB right now.
Yeah.
And that's all the hype. So I mean, that's a good point that you're making. Wait until it dies down. Um, but look at the history and see if it's like on a downtrend. Maybe you can catch the bottom. I haven't looked at the chart, but it is one that's hyped up right now. And when the market turns bullish, I'm sure this one will move because it has a pretty good community. But yeah, it's a good buy to me.
All right.
Thank you, my man.
Thank you.
Next off, big boards. I see a couple of them in here, which and again, guys, I am like nobody. I'm a nobody, and like Stock Bala said, and other ones said on Spaces, we're all nobodies. We're all just people making a living, trying to change our lives, bring financial freedom. And yeah, I like to message all my DMs. I like to get back to everyone. I like to help them out in things that I know, OTC. But I cannot wait to pick the brains of some of these big board gurus, these guys that know a lot of that, these crypto, Christine, Dahl, Rue. It's going to be exciting times ahead, guys. So continue to just stay your course and do the DD, put your time in, because when these do run, when your conviction plays do run, I continue to add reds. So I had at least 15 messages today. Hey, are you still adding toner, AMLH, BIEI? So I have about 5 yields that are, I've several dollars invested. And yeah, I'm not bitching about OTC, not pulling the trigger, not making them green. But what I do is just add, guys. So continue to do that. If you can build a conviction, and I have others that are pink, PJET, CCAJ. I'm sitting with them. And another big one I have, Sybil. And then my biggest, guys, is like we said, MJWL. And I'll mention it each time I'm on here, but it's my biggest investment. I have over 7 figures invested, and from what I heard today in the Emerging Growth Conference with David Chong, they are now mining 776 Bitcoins. They may even just because they probably didn't realize, which I've talked to Dr. Vin, who I was supposed to fly out to New York to see this week, but sometimes you don't realize that some of these, even the CEO, they don't realize OTC cannot really provide you true value sometimes. So they might be talking to investors and bankers right now, might be going the IPO route. I'm going to dig into this a bit more. What's going to happen? Because you have publicly traded shares in the OTC, and now go IPO because they have the assets and they have the revenue projections to do that. So we're going to see what happens in that. But that's the one I love the most. Beyond that, Girls, Rue, you guys got anything else? I'm pretty chill. I'm just I've been hanging out. I went to the gym today. When the market's slow, I look to, like I said before, I can't wait to go big board. I've been learning the charts. I've been learning the market. I watch things for months before I even try to dive in. So, but I will play sediment, which is easy to play sometimes, but I got to have liquid for it. So um, that's all I got. And I'm pretty quiet. I'm pretty chill right now.
We just waiting for you to buy your first NFT. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm just. There've been a couple people send them. I'm just waiting for someone to make an NFT, and I'll just buy it. So I don't even know how they work. How do you make money off it? Do I buy it and then can I sell it?
Yeah, it's like art. I mean, like say
Really?
think
Yeah.
of buying the Mona Lisa when it first was drawn at a cheap price, and then the value of it where it is today.
You said a Mona Lisa. You're so funny.
I saw today, which was pretty cool.
You never know.
Someone that I've connected with, and we chatted the other day, is Stockballer. I plan to go visit him when COVID's done. His like macaroni NFT is going to be featured on in New York in Times Square. Y'all see that?
Macaroni?
Yeah, you remember Stockballer bought his first NFT or one of them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
a bit
That's right.
ago.
That's
He posted today. Yeah, he's one I really like to follow. Yeah, it's gonna be on display in Times Square. So like, I don't know what that
Nice.
financially means, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean he's the owner. I mean I'm not sure
Yeah,
what perks he has with that, but I mean NFTs are even deeper than just the art itself, which is a huge, part of it. But it's all the perks and technology that's behind it as well. Like
it's the ownership
yeah,
and the license.
exactly. So I mean, it's just the things that you can gain from it. It's actually an NFT that I think is CyberKongz. I did some research on them. I didn't know that they did this, but the holders actually gain residual income. I think one of the cheaper ends they make $400 a week, or sorry, yeah, $400 or something like that. And then the higher end ones they make 150K a year, which the cost of the NFT is around 100K, the most expensive one. So basically, it's a good investment because you can guarantee income, and also flip the NFT, of course, for a higher price target, and then you have a lot of access into exclusive things, with a strong community as well. And there's so many different things that you can get from the community itself. It's insane. And NFTs are don't look at it as just art. It has so much shit that's gonna evolve from this. Um, and I'm just excited, man. It's ridiculous how much NFTs are gonna grow.
yeah. So I'll speak quick, and then Shadow, you get your hand raised. We got a couple other questions, but yeah. So another one that I played today, or I added, which most can, is I'm buying C's, guys. I have again 7 figures in caveat emptor plays. Another one was S-Fin today. They updated some of their profile, and that's the luxury I have right now. They are in the gaming community in their new venture. So they've dropped all their filings, and they are going to provide NFTs and like gaming rewards, which is, every time I see something like this, it's verified profile of, and I'm not pushing any of my plays, guys. I don't do that because no one can buy it, so don't worry. But it's exciting for me. It's got a 211 mil float. OS is 211 mil. Shell status verified. But the coolest part about it was they just dropped new description that they're going to be doing trading algorithms and NFTs to offer clients in the gaming industry. So they're going to go after fantasy sports like DFS, DraftKings, and those ones. So they're going to provide an algo for all that, plus give rewards of NFTs for the winners and shit like that. Huge cash prizes. So super cool. I ended up adding a bunch today. There was no volume, so I pushed it up like a bunch of percentage. So, but I love that stuff. I'm in it, Christine Doll. I'm in it. I keep buying all these other ones that are not actually.
When I see green candlesticks, there's no volume. All of a sudden, it's green candlestick. I'm like,
It's
there's Matt.
just buying all the shit that people can't buy. I'm sitting so idly. I stare at my screen, just refreshing. And like when you have like 25 tickers and your intraday doesn't change after like an hour, it means there's no volume. I'm just waiting. So go ahead, Shadow.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to touch on NFTs quickly a little bit more if you're okay with that.
Yeah, as long as it's not too long.
No,
No, I'm just
just quick.
kidding. Go for it, man.
No, I'm not trying to hijack your show. I promise. This is super cool because I come from the NFT world, but I'm learning more about crypto trading and whatnot. I actually just made my first, little profit off SHIB, so it was cool hearing you guys talk about that. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick, my explanation of NFTs because I think it's such a beautiful pairing with crypto, which seems, you seem like a true professional on crypto, which I'm learning a lot just listening. But NFT, I wouldn't, and none of this is financial advice, but I wouldn't look at it at investment standpoints. I would try to find what you think is a good community, because that's what these NFTs are building for the most part, is a community vibe through Discord. Of course, there are different pieces out there you can buy and sell. And I think in the long run, NFTs will be able to, really help people build up their causes and projects. In a small parallel, I look at it almost, some of them as similar to a Kickstarter, because a lot of these are selling the art and then doing, things with the money they're selling, whether it's for a cause or back to the community. And a big thing too is the artists, airdropping you other pieces so you can hold their original NFT and get monetary value off the other ones they drop you. So those are just some aspects of it. But anyone looking to jump in, like, I love this space because it's going to, in my opinion, revolutionize what community means in a digital way, and people banding together around arts and art community, thing from music, doodles. I don't know if you guys saw what Gary Vee did. He's not an artist, but his art is, sold for a bunch of money at Christie's or Sotheby's. So yeah, I just would love for, the two pairings, like, to see more of the crypto people in the NFT space and vice versa. So I just challenge anyone to, check it out and have fun.
Can I add to your point, Shadow? Because you're spot on, man, and I appreciate what you said, because it's so important that people see it as that, because it's the same thing that applies, like, you're in the market when you're doing due diligence. It's imperative that you do due diligence on NFTs as well, because they will rug pull you as well. Even if it's a celebrity, even if it feels like it's a surefire thing, it can be a dying project. So, still, to his point, find something that you will enjoy holding as an art piece, or have some form of connection to it, or with the community that you can benefit from, because some of these projects out here, they won't promise what they really are saying. And it's very important that you actually look into it and join the AMAs and do the research around it and understand, what are they trying to deliver, or is it all fluff? Because again, the same rules that apply, like in crypto, you will get rug pulled.
Rue, you nailed it, and same with Shadow. One thing that I've spoken about before, guys, and why I love investing in a stock. Every stock can make you money, and what I've learned, in my 14 months trading, when you can invest in a stock also that's going to make you money, but also is doing better for the community, society, the world, it's a really good feeling. Um, call me whatever you want, but that's what I truly believe in. And when you can invest in something that's, yes, you're going to make money. If the stock's not going to make you money, you're not going to invest in it. But if you're going to make money on a stock, and it's also going to do better for future growth of society, global health, global warmth, whatever the case may be, whatever your passions are, that's a big win. So, guys, there's many stocks out there, and when you have those opportunities, guys, and you have a stock that can make you money but also help others, that's true being. And anyone could say, you're this, that, and that, but I am for others. I believe in kindness. I believe in paying it forward, and I truly believe in fucking helping this world be a better place. Because at the end of the day, man, we can all make money. Money comes and goes, and quite frankly, I still don't have a monetary value for money. I still don't appreciate it that well. But I don't hurt followers. I don't do anything. But I love investing and connecting with teams like MJWL, Dr. Vin, who is using blockchain for sustainable future, insurance for low income, you know, real estate, insurance for other communities. Those are the type of companies that you want to invest in, and that you are more willing to hold long than flipping in the long run. So every stock can make money, guys. Everything can do it, and believe me, I've learned in the last 6 months, man. I love charts now. I'm a big believer of charts. I don't.
Lord
And
Jesus,
hey,
thank you.
I don't slap tops anymore. I just keep buying
Yes.
dips on conviction plays. But you know, some here know, and I see one there. I used to, and I used to be ridiculed. I used to slap tops, and I used to get bagged a little bit. I've learned, so now I'm a lot better. But hey, I'll admit to that because I'm a man, and now as much as I might have bagged people back in the day, it wasn't because I dumped. I probably took 6-figure losses on them all. So, guys, we all learn, but at the end of the day, just stop hating people. Work together. We're all in this together. So, yeah,
but
OTC. Oh, Kiko knows.
I'm
No,
I'm so proud of you.
because I respect him, man. I
I'm
respect
so
what he
proud.
does, and he knows it. And I remember him calling me out one time. I was slapping the top of one of the runs. I can't remember what. I think it was UAMM on its peak. So I really appreciate all the vets, all the really traders that really care about others and teach this shit. So, but
but
at the end of
but
the day,
Matt, but think about it like this. I think this is a good way for you to look at it. You did so well without charts. Imagine how much of a beast you're gonna be with charts. So
no, for sure, no,
that's
I
huge,
agree.
man.
But at the same time, right? When I'm slapping, it was to my benefit, and it does affect the people that follow me. So, and I've owned up to it, man. I've actually paid people's debts for some of the shit that I did. So, don't worry about that. Love you guys. So next up, Hidden, you want to speak?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Oh.
How are you doing today?
Hey, hi, Matt.
How are you doing
I'm
today?
fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm fine. Okay, good. Sorry about my accent. I'm not native English speaker. Just questions, huh? I want to ask you a question. What gives you this conviction? Conviction that you believe in some company, some OTC company, suddenly because you spoke with the CEO or with someone in this company or what? Because I believe that in OTC space there is. I've got completely different view about this. I even if I. Hello, can you hear me?
I got you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes. I kind of see manipulation all the time, and I buy stocks which are on the bottom, which nobody talks usually, and most of you talks usually about stocks which are already on the top, and they often slide down, So
Yeah. So yeah.
I have some problem with my way of thinking, because I really think in my that those stocks, I sometimes don't follow my stocks. I sell too quickly, and they can later go like 10 times higher. That's my problem. That's maybe I should have a little bit of your thinking, but I still think that my way of thinking is better than yours.
Yeah. So
And
honestly,
at least, it gives me some money. I do it professionally. I support myself from this money I'm getting, and I'm usually trading OTC stocks. I know
yeah. So
nobody follows me so much,
hey,
but
but you're making a living, right? Like so.
I make a
No one's
living,
way.
but
Well, no one.
I'm
No.
fishing the bottom only, because
Yeah.
I don't believe in them.
I know.
I
Hidden.
think most of
Hidden.
these stocks will go, even MJWL or whatever you can say, will go finally to the bottom.
Well,
So
I think the
there are
bottom's
rare
here for.
cases.
Hey, Tiger.
There are rare cases which, and just to tell you more, I did some evaluations. I'm doing some programming, and I found some relationships.
Okay,
Which I'm kind of trying to capitalize on. That
for sure. Can you give
that's
me a chance
my
to
that's
speak, Hidden? Yeah. If you give me a second here, I agree with you. Everything has, every play has an option. Like you want to find bottoms. So there's some people that want to play bottom charts. I find a play and I work off fundamentals. So I'll find a play and then I'll add and then I will load. If it dips, I will load until those catalysts hit. So I have many catalysts coming on my plays. Whether I think fundamentals can run certain things, but yes, there's a chart. If the stock's overhyped, if it's overbought, it's upwards of 1.5 cents or 2 cents, it could come down, right? So I'm not going to add up there. I will wait. I should have my core ready, and if the catalyst hits, it hits. If it comes back down to where my chartists have advised me that it's got more support, that's where I will add. So I don't think you could say anyone's way is worse or better, in my opinion. But I believe that I'm happy that you're capitalizing on your method, and I think everyone can use everyone's method. Everyone can work together. We're always learning. No one, if anyone says they're perfect trader, they're wrong. And even the best traders will say that. So you're going to continue to learn. So I hope that you're crushing it on finding the bottoms, and that's 100% the chart plays. That's where they go. For me right now, I just load and I alert and I load and I load. And when that catalyst hits, that's when I start shaving. When the first catalyst hits, the pink, the debt cancellation, the merger, you play Twitter. You play that, and I'll always support, and I'll always ride that out. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you, sir.
Hey, could I say
Chartist, go
something
ahead,
real
man.
quick?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, it's all you, man.
Oh, cool. Actually, I liked what he said whenever he mentioned the conviction, because he asked the question and he turned around and he answered it, because this is actually what I preach to a lot of traders too, that I end up talking to, is you've got to have confidence in your own ability, not what somebody else is telling you. And that's what a lot of the traders that you listen to or that you talk to or that you see on Twitter, that's what a lot of them are trying to get across to you, is that you need to have your own plan. So whenever they call out a play, for example, let's just say they call out ticker symbol XYZ, they're telling it just like a football game. So they're saying, hey, the Cowboys are going to win this game. They're not telling you which plays in between that you need to call. They're just telling you that they think that the Cowboys are going to do well this game. It's up to you in between time to try to pick the plays that work best to your budget or to your risk factors. And the way that you do that varies. It depends on if you're a catalyst hunter, if you're a bottom, hunter, if you're a fundamental hunter. So there's a lot of different ways that you can trade, and the best thing that I can advise you to do is find the way that works best for you. Don't try to imitate somebody else or copy somebody else in any way, because ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to find that they have different risk and tolerance levels than you do, and you might fail and turn around and then find somebody else or what have you that you think might work better, and you continue this perpetual cycle if you're not actually learning. So what you're doing is actually right. I like what you said, and just kind of to reinforce what you just told him, that's my 2 cents.
No,
Amazing.
you're right on point. You are exactly on point, and that is why you're so true. Is guys, whoever you're following, everyone's methods are different, right? If you're watching a chart guy who's watching bottoms, who's a bit more less risk tolerant, that's playing for 20%, 25%, then go that route, right? If you're going, and then people ask me, if you're following me, I'll buy a play, I'll alert it, and it will go 100%, and then it may dip when we're waiting for catalysts, but I continue to buy. So I'm more of a long-term swing investor. And I know Had messaged something like this earlier on his post, which was very perfect. Is guys, if you're looking for day trades, like quick flips, then I'm not the one to follow. I'm alerting stuff that I'm loading, and sometimes I'll load and add a play after I alert it for a month before that catalyst hits, because sometimes the OTC is moving slower than we thought before, right? So you nailed it, guys. Follow people and study how they work. And if that's not your style or your method, or you're risk adverse tolerant, then don't follow them, because you don't need to be stressing out about a 20% dip or a like, and yes, guys, believe me, if something goes red for 4 days straight and it's dumping, then that's bad. But if it's because of impatience, like say toner, toner has now become, I think, my third biggest, one of my biggest investments is toner. And I added that at 0.004, or where I alerted it, and it's now at 0.011. It was at 0.016 at one point, but we're just waiting on that pink current. It is taking longer than we'd expected, but I've been able to look at that as a glass half full, and I've added over 15 million shares after I had my core. So picture that share count, and once that goes pink current, then they have debt cancellation. And the big thing that I've said before, guys, is they're vocal on Twitter. Not only Calvin, but they're also their Twitter account. They've roadmapped what their plan is. They have a merger in the crypto sector. So exactly to your point, Chartist, is know who you're following and make that someone that you're able to swallow when things go dip. If you're willing to add a play, hold for a few weeks, or add dips, because that had a run. If anyone added my alert, you made over 200%. If you wanted to sell, you could have sold. I haven't sold a single share of toner, and it's funny that I saw the post today. Is I don't post that shit because they say, "Oh, don't tell anyone you didn't sell a share." I don't need to show my shares, but when I go to sleep at night, my guilt is free. I sleep like a baby. So people are like, "Oh, you might be the..." No, it's never gonna happen. So appreciate that, Chartist, man. You nailed it. Guys, follow people that are in your same style of trading, your same risk tolerance. That's very key, because everyone has a different risk tolerance. Everyone has a different bankroll. Thanks, Chartist, man. That was a good question. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Oh, right on. Thanks, guys. First of all, thanks, Christine and Dahl, for the awesome platform, and Riv. First of all, I can't thank you enough for meeting with a simpleton like me, teaching me your ways, and just kind of give me some information, some education to continue on the OTC. I appreciate that.
I'll speak quickly. Jeremy came up from Seattle, Bellingham, guys.
Yep.
What a beauty! Me and him had a beer. He came up to look at a boat, and I love meeting followers, man. This guy was amazing. Him and his wife own a coffee shop. Man, brought me some coffee. What a genuine dude. That was one of my big wins this last 4 weeks, man. Not the money, hanging out with a follower, having a beer, and just meeting good people. So it was really good. So go ahead, Jeremy.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. So that's first. The second thing is really not really a question, but it's more of a, just a conversation to the elephant in the room, so to speak, right? Like obviously a lot of crap's going down, but like the biggest thing I'm taking away from this, like people don't follow me because like right now people would look at my portfolio and say I'm an unsuccessful trader. But there's an old saying that everybody knows, like fool me once, shame on me; fool me twice, shame on, or fool me once, shame on you; fool me twice, shame on me. And with again the elephant in the room, it's been like fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. I've personally got myself stuck in this market, but it's about adapting and learning, finding real people to trade with, to learn from, and taking responsibility for your own trades. And that's what the big thing I'm taking away from this. So I'm down the biggest I've been, but like finally making some headway in this and learning to trade for myself and take responsibility for your own actions. So like people take away from this what you guys seen go down in the last day and make adjustments to who you're following and the way you trade, and just believe and put that on yourself. It's nobody else's fault. And this obviously has nothing to do with Riv or Dahl or Christine, but like the obvious one, right? But like you guys are the ones making the trade. I'm the one making the trade. And we need to adjust and make better choices for our own accounts. And so that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for all you do. And I love what we're doing here. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, and to Jeremy's point, saying that you're down, bro, I look at it as you pay for your education, my man. So that's a huge benefit. You understand
for
now,
real.
and it's going to gain you in the future. So congrats to you, my man.
Thanks, Jeremy. And guys, this is a perfect example, guys, of FinTwit bringing people together, man. I met this guy and just a genuine guy, family man, daughter, super cool. So, and I appreciate him. He reached out to me. He came above the border. I can't even go below the border right now. So he came up, and I met him, and it was amazing. And I met a couple other people recently, and I'm hesitant to post this stuff. Like I thought about it after I left you, Jeremy. I'm like, maybe I'll do one of those pictures and we'll post it. That's not me, guys. I'm not that type of person to put it out there. Like I don't pump myself. Like I just appreciate that stuff, and I appreciate people. So that's who I am as a person. And maybe I should have posted a picture, said, "Hey, follow her up." But after I thought about it, it's like I don't care. That moment was real for me in the moment. So. Yeah, it sounds corny to say, but super cool. Thanks, Jeremy. Nimar, you're next and last one, and then we'll let the girls close it out. Thank you.
Oh, hey guys. I had a question regarding price targets. I'm new, and I noticed a lot of folks like, oh, this will reach X penny or Y, volume or something like that. Sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. And I was just wondering, is there a formula or an equation that that's out there? I guess that will determine the price target.
Yeah, so if you ask me a price target, you'll only get the Kobe Bryant more on my plays. No, so price targets in real talk is look at the market cap. So when you're invested in a play, the PPS doesn't always portray what its true value is, and the OTC won't portray it or deflect or give you the actual market cap or true value sometimes. So look at the market cap, compare it to the sectors. Okay, what are their revenues? And one perfect example is like crypto, certain plays. A revenue, if they have 20 million revenues, that market cap, say Mara, Riot, ones on big boards, is 20 to 30 times their revenues. That's their market cap. So if you can calculate some of that stuff as a price target, that's where your starter is. Then you have to put into place is in OTC, it's hype, it's sentiment. You get a lot of these tickers. Their biggest runs are before the news comes out. It's about hype. It's about what is that big fancy new merger? What is that big accusation or acquisition? That's where price targets can be very difficult to peg down. So what you have to do is set your goal. Everyone's is different. Everyone has a different risk tolerance, and everyone has a different goal. I buy a ticker, and I'll like I said, I only alert tickers that I believe can run at least 500% most of the times, and that's why I'm really big on people will send it to me. I try not to invest my initial entries in tickers that are above a penny. I try not to do it because in the OTC, guys, you see tickers fade out real fast after a couple pennies. So if I can't get substance or size below a penny, then I'm happy to just clap for others. Maybe I'll swing it, and I do that sometimes, but I don't tweet it. I could buy a play at 1.5 cents or something. I could swing it for 20%, 50%, but price targets are way over talked about, right? That's what we can't look at too often is you find your entry, you find your play, you build your conviction, and then the price target sometimes you have to consider is the revenues, look at their market cap, which is big on share structures, guys. And that's why I've preached again is stay away from these fat tickers because they don't go anywhere. I'll give an example, and it's a home friend of mine, and I don't give tickers to any of my friends anymore. I say you can follow my Twitter. They were massive on H-Pill, and I kept telling them it's 13 billion float or 12 billion, and he said, well, the CEO is great, and I'm not knocking the ticker guys, H-Pill, but at the same time is that ticker is not, no matter how big that CEO is, and he's actually in my hometown, Vancouver. He met him when he went out to visit me with his daughter. They have many avenues, but guys, and he said no dilution. Then all of a sudden, they added 1.5 billion. Either way, guys, when it's over $5 billion. Like it's having struggles to go anywhere. So when you look at market cap, when you think about price targets, guys, look at the share structure, and remember that the OTC and the MMs, market makers, don't think that they're just this, this imaginary, hidden monster in your closet. They're real. They're real, and they own these tickers. And until catalysts hit, and that's why we see some catalysts, they pop, and then they don't sustain that gain. It's because the volume's not there, the story may not be there, the revenues could be there, the numbers, the financials can be there, but we have to remember, guys, in the OTC, it's sometimes about a story and hype more than it is about the financials. And we've seen that with a lot of solid tickers, guys. So that's where I'll leave that. Price targets, very difficult, Namar, to really peg down. What you have to look at is percentage gains. When you buy a ticker, where do you see it going? What's your goal? Is it 100%, 200%? If it's a long hold, then don't even look at that ticker. Don't even look at the daily PPS. For example, guys, MJWL. Do you think I'm happy it's at under 10 cents right now? No. Am I adding? Am I at a highest share structure I've ever had? Yes. If they go to $1, will I make a ton of money? Yeah. And will I be holding it all? Yes. But I'm not even complaining. I'm not out there pumping MJWL. I just tweet the odd retweet for Mary Michelle, who's crushing the DD, Tigris, others. I love the company. I'll be invested in it for decades. So that's where I'm at with that. Do I know how to read a sub penny play like Toner or BIEI, these yields I have? Yes. INTK. So guys, my top yields, guys, and I'll lay this out there: INTK, BIEI, Toner, and GCLT. All low float, decent ones. INTK has a global distribution agreement. They just tweeted today. When you see something under a penny, it's much easier to read that price target of don't think about the ceiling, like, oh, is it going to go to 10 cents? No. I tell people keep saying, oh, 10 cents. I go, no, why don't we shoot for 100% gain? Why don't we shoot for 200%? I will never mislead people. I will tell them, hey guys, shoot for the minimum. And if it goes more, then break out the fucking wine. Break out the Moet or the bubbly, the baby duck, the cheap stuff. Who knows? Whatever.
It's always time for wine.
Yeah.
Moet.
Yeah, I say the baby duck. But no, yeah. So just take it for a grain. But yeah, if you're getting something like Tone or something like that at like a penny, when they go current, when they do this, I expect at least 3 cents. So for Toner's one of my biggest ones, I expect at least 200% in the next once it goes pink after the other things in the merger and crypto sector. So we're gonna leave it at that. The girls will, guys, close you out. Thanks so much, guys. I love this shit.
Yeah.
Thanks
Can I say
for
one thing
coming
about?
out.
Can I say one thing? Price targets necessarily might not be. You don't need to follow anybody else's price targets because everybody's price target is not your price target. You get what I'm saying?
And everyone's entry
Yeah.
Right.
different.
Yeah. So
So
depends on your entry. Depends on the way you trade. Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Do you plan on holding this long? Like it's so many things that you gotta
yeah,
that comes into play when it
put
comes
it.
to price target. So
No, yeah,
You
I
definitely.
appreciate all that.
mhm.
All that's helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, think about your account as well. Like a lot of big accounts, they have a lot of leeway to play with. So if it does tank, it doesn't affect them. If you're trying to grow your account, you want to make sure your priority is to gain. You don't want to lose. So even if it goes up another 100%, did you secure profits at the end of the day? And that's what's important.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
That all makes sense. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nemoir.
Thank you, Namor.
Thank you.
I also want to add that Matt is down to visit you. If you,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Matt
people
is
visiting
down to
me.
visit every
you want to
goddamn body.
meet Matt, if you want to meet Matt Efron, you just let him know where you're at, and he does a tour and he just stops
The
by
Matt.
your house.
Oh my! Y'all doing OTC tours now? Oh
No, I will
God!
be. Once it's COVID, guys, I can't come down to you guys in the States. So anyone that comes up to Canada, if you come to BC, hit me up. I will see you. I've been meeting people that are in the area. But yes, when COVID ends and I'm coming down to the States, probably not on the East Coast in the winter, so you're going to have to wait it out. But West Coast, Christine,
West Coast.
Pat, all the
West
people
Coast.
in LA, Arizona. I'm gonna be making
Mhm.
I might even bring my dog. We might just do like a tour all the way down to Mexico. You know, I might even go see GGII. I might see
Oh
Sandro and
God.
Jorge.
What you gonna throw some
and
eggs at the GDI
Yeah.
thing?
He's
Throw some
all,
damn
wake up,
eggs.
do
Throw
I'm just
some
something.
gonna,
damn
Pay
toilet
us
yeah.
paper.
back.
No, they're gonna pay for my trip down, and then I'm just gonna eat dinner on them and walk away. All right, love you guys. Peace.
All right. So
Guys.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Dol.
Now I wanted to give a shout out to Stockianas. I see some of my girls in here. If you're not familiar with Stockianas, we are a female trading community. And we have a new website coming soon, new branding. We have wellness challenges every month, and you do get gift cards and other prizes if you win these the wellness challenges. We have trading challenges. You also get gift cards for. Right now, we're working on our trading plans and trading journals. We also have trips that we do once a year for the entire group. We have pre and post market calls, classes, prizes, support, and more. So go ahead and follow my page, Stockianas. And if you're a female,
Girls only.
yeah, if you're a female trader, go ahead, come on and reach out to me. Also, thank you for joining us today at West Coast Closer Wednesdays. We will see you Thursday for NFT Thursdays. Please use our spaces. Come on through. You guys FOMO'd on crypto. All of you FOMO on crypto. We had Crypt Talk for months before SHIB happened, and we have spoke about SHIB in Crypt Talk prior to this run. So if you missed out on Crypt Talk on Fridays, start coming to that so you can get a little bit more educated on crypto. And the NFT Thursdays are Thursday. Don't FOMO NFT Thursdays. Come on and show up. All right, you guys.
Yes. We will see you tomorrow at NFT
Sorry,
Thursdays.
Vivi. We didn't get to you. Hit me on my DM if you got questions, man. Later, guys. Love you. Okay, bye.
Bye.